Welcome back to another episode of For the T-Birds podcast. I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Danae Russell.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Reggie Hamilton. Today we have another legendary guest, bringing them back home. It is proud to announce we have Will, Uncle Will.
Everybody is Reggie Uncle.
Everybody, yes.
Will Franklin, welcome.
Welcome
Well,
home.
hey, it's good to be here, man.
Yes.
I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When is the
Back
last
to
time you've
Thornwood.
been back home?
I came to a Thornwood game recently,
Okay.
and now we have another Thornwood game, October 3rd.
Uh-huh.
And
Homecoming.
I'm going to be doing the feedback on that.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see what's going on with that, and you know, hey, it's an awesome thing being home, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Class
yes,
of
sir.
1980.
Yeah,
in the
class of
house.
1980. That's where Mike Foy and all these guys that we grew up with and was raised here at Thornwood. Gerald Hubbard is my leader. That's my mentor.
Okay. Okay.
It's a great community. So
Coach
we
Hudson.
start with the same question with all our guests, just to get you thinking. Who were you then, and who are you now?
Well, I was a Thornwood wrestler back
Okay,
then.
okay.
I was just another person. Growing up, and so I graduated in 1980.
Okay.
I wrestled from 1976 to 1980, and I played football and Gutowski, and so it was a really good clam. I played tennis when I was a sophomore and freshman
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
because they didn't have a program. So then I wrestled for
Okay.
4 years and played football for 4 years. So.
All class athlete.
Right,
But
right.
Cliff Graham was the one that got me out playing tennis. He started me when I was 9 years old
Yeah.
playing tennis.
I don't
And,
think I ever
so
knew you played tennis.
Yeah, me neither. Me
I
neither.
can't see it.
I never knew
Nobody
that.
never knew I played tennis. And but Cliff Graham, he was an awesome tennis player. Ron Brown and Cliff Graham and Lance Williams.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I played tennis with them when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
And I played Little League baseball with Markham when I was 9 years old with the Dodgers.
Okay.
And so Steve Sweeney and Mecker Wilson and all these guys, Curtis Mayfield and all these guys, Keith Harris, all these guys I grew up with them. And Perry Franklin, my brother, he was played a big role in me becoming who I am, and now I'm a bodybuilder.
Yes, sir.
And I have a gym. For 13 years, I was at Majestic Office Center.
Okay.
And I had the Willpower Fitness Gym, and so I'm 3 months ago, I moved to Park Forest,
Okay.
and so been there for 3 months now.
Okay.
Long
Definitely
career,
gonna dive
long
into
career.
that
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
For sure.
So what do you remember most about the culture of Thornwood at that time and like the energy in the building?
Well, Thornwood was really dedicated to his students, and we were dedicated to a sport, and we played the sport with real confidence and leadership. On the leadership of Gerald Hubbard.
Okay.
He was, he was two-time national champion at the University of Michigan,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and he coached us for wrestling in our wrestling program. And Mike Foy was our leader. I was under him. I wrestled 112. He wrestled 119. I wrestled 119. He wrestled 132. Mike was, he was the leader, and Rob Ratliff and Phil Rembert and all these guys did a great job, as far as in wrestling. But Thornwood brought a lot of intensity into me, a lot of leadership qualities, and I got a lot out of Thornwood.
Yeah. And you mentioned 132 and 119. I would love to get down to those numbers.
I feel like I just.
But that's
skipped
when I
that.
was freshman. That's
Right,
when I was
okay.
freshman. Yeah.
Those are little
Freshman,
guys.
sophomore, yeah.
I need those numbers back in my life right about now.
By the
So
time I was a senior, I was in 132.
132.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'll take 132 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
As
saying.
sick as it'd probably make me look, I would take 132 right
Reggie,
now.
are you okay?
Yeah,
132.
yeah, I take it. I take it. So you mentioned you wrestled and played football. Like, how did those sports shape you as a young man?
Well, when I got to college, I went to Illinois State University down in
The
Normal,
Redbirds.
Illinois. Yeah, the Big Birds.
Yes.
And I graduated in 1985.
Okay.
But that was a real good turn on for me. I got into Messiah ISU bodybuilding championship.
Okay.
And, I did well. I did well, and I succeeded. And I got into working out really extremely well. And I wrestled down there for a half a year.
Okay.
And, on the Girardi. And went on and worked the rest of my career at Illinois State. But it was a great time, and I had a great outing at Illinois State. But Thornwood, it was a great time here wrestling here at Thornwood, for 4 years under Gerald Hubbard, and so I completed that. But training you. Reggie Hamilton and training Danae Russell. I mean, hey, it coincides with what I'm doing now. And I've sent over 120 kids to college on scholarships.
Yeah.
Including you.
Yes, sir.
And Danae. You guys did real well in basketball.
Thank
And,
you. Thank you.
So I trained you for 4 years and you did real well. So
Yeah, definitely appreciate
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm getting at. You sitting here all meek and mild, like we don't know the real,
Right.
So like you clearly are a motivator. I feel like you pulled the best out of me. I'm sure you did with Reggie, and obviously your track record speaks for itself, right? But who at that time was motivating you in that way? Who instilled that in you?
Well, J.C. Turner
Okay.
was my leader. That was my trainer. J.C. Got me started. I started working out and bodybuilding, and I was in Muscle Mania
Okay.
all over the world, and I had people from Nebraska and Wisconsin and Michigan, and, calling me up, saying, "Hey, Will, I saw you on TV," But that's who got me ready for my first contest, and then I, went on and I competed. So James Turner, and he got me going, and he graduated from Thornwood also.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to James Turner.
I might have to hit James Turner
Yeah,
up as well.
yeah. I would love to know the man that motivated Will.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So in high school, did you already have like bodybuilding like in your dreams, or did that come later? Or,
Well, my dad was a bodybuilder.
Okay.
My dad was a power lifter.
okay.
Okay.
And so I got that from my dad. I grew up, when I was 6 years old, I wanted biceps. I wanted these biceps.
Yes, sir.
And I can go one day not thinking about how great those biceps is going to look on Will Franklin.
Yeah.
And I was in my math class, for fourth grade math class. I was taking a math exam. And I was thinking about my biceps while I was taking the math exam. And
So it was meant to be.
So it's meant to be. So when I go on the airplane and I travel, different places, they say, well, what team do you play on?
Right.
So
Who
I
are
don't
you?
play on the team. I train the guys that play on the team, And so that's how I got biceps, and and they
The physique
Yeah.
is physique.
They ain't going nowhere.
come out. They come out. Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere.
But that's how I got motivated as far as, and my dad was a powerlifting, and and he motivated me to be like him. I jumped up in his arms and I said, I want these biceps.
Yeah.
I used to watch wrestling and Dick the Bruiser and the Claw and
Yeah.
Cowboy, and I used to watch them when I was coming up, and I used to be like, man, Then my dad came with a tank top on, and I saw his biceps, and that's what I wanted.
Were you a scrawny kid?
I was a a little guy.
Okay.
I was a little guy. Turned into a big guy.
Turned to a big guy. Yep.
Right.
And that same what your dad instilled in you, like you pass it on to your sons and your
Yeah.
nephews. Because I remember Woody and Marcus and Ren, rest in peace to my cousin. But they were all strong as well.
Yeah, yeah. They got on the weights and they started lifting weights, and I started them at 12 years old because you can't start a person out at under 12 years old working out because it stops their growth in their body. So I started wielding Marcus and Keith at 12 years old, and they took off from there, man.
Yeah.
And then I started training a lot of you guys.
Yeah,
you know,
100%, 100%. And that's good knowledge to know. 12 years old. So to all you dads that want your sons and daughters to go to the NBA at the age of 6 and 7, like let them grow up a little
their
bit
bodies.
before
Exactly.
you get them in that way.
I mean, they can do plyometrics. They can do stomach work, thigh work, obliques in the thigh, lower thigh. They can do speed work. They can do push-ups. They can do pull-ups, but they can't lift any weights
right.
until they get 12 years old.
Got you. Love that.
So if you put sports to the side, what was your persona like when you were here as a T-Bird?
Well, as a T-Bird, I cracked my sternum when I was a sophomore. And so it kind of irritated a lot. But I walked around Thornwood with a cracked sternum, and if somebody had hit me in my chest, because we usually play around, if somebody had hit me in my chest, I would have been through.
Right.
So people didn't know?
They didn't know.
What?
Yeah, and nobody hit me in my chest, and I walked around, and for 3 months, and I ended up wrestling again.
So that means you must have walked around like you owned the place. That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Nobody was wanting to mess with you at that point.
Well,
Time.
nobody messed with me really,
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I was pretty much known as far as in wrestling and in sports, and so all the guys, Mike Ford, William Caldwell, and all these guys, they pretty much knew who I was, and Robbie Ratliff and Phil Rambert, and Johnny Franklin was my brother, my cousin.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of these guys, we took sports very, very serious, and we was dedicated to it, and we was committed to it, and that's why I want to talk to a lot of, the youngsters today, man, that are taking on the sports and get into sports, get really serious about sports, get dedicated, get committed, and love your coach.
Yeah.
One thing we had going is we all loved our coach, and our coach was our leader, and we did everything he told us to do. So, and that's why I try to instill in these youngsters today.
Yeah. I
That
would say it's
relationship piece matters more than people give it credit for.
It does. It does.
Okay, so bodybuilding. What is the grind like when you are training for a show?
Well, I'm pretty serious. I'm very dedicated, and I go high in reps. Starting out, and I finish up very light in reps.
Okay.
Because I gain a lot of weight.
Okay.
And then, at the end, I lose a lot of weight, eating, broccoli and spinach and asparagus and string beans and chicken breast. I eat the proteins, I eat the carbs.
Okay.
And, the liquid carbs and the protein is the chicken, the fish and the tuna and the salmon, sea bass and red snapper. While the broccoli and the spinach and asparagus and string beans and rice and pasta and spaghetti and stuff like that is more like carbs.
Okay.
So I go very high in protein and very low in carbs,
Got you.
starting out.
Okay.
All right, and that's the beginning of very high in carbs and very low in protein. But at the end, I go very low in carbs and very high in protein to reduce the body fat.
Okay.
Okay, and I get ready for my competitions. I'm very quiet, very serious, and very devoted to my workouts. So I don't talk to that many people
During that time.
during that time. I just work out, I train, I work out 5 days a week. And, I'm doing legs on Mondays. I'm doing chest on Tuesdays and chest and tricep. And then
It sound familiar.
doing deadlift and back on Wednesdays. And I'm doing shoulders and buys on Thursdays. Kind of like what I had you guys do.
Yeah. As you can tell, I kind of fell off of that.
Long time ago.
routine. But this is motivating me to get
Right.
back on it. So when I turn my phone off, you understand what I'm going through right now.
I'm over
getting
here
back
just
to it.
hearing his voice, like thinking back to
Yeah, I promise. I'm thinking like, I gotta get started back
Right.
tomorrow. I gotta
No
get
lie.
back going.
No lie.
Gotta get back going. So, who were your inspirations in the bodybuilding world, like at that time?
Lee Haney
Okay.
was very inspiring. Lee Haney was a very good athlete, and he was very good to the sport. He pretty much hung it out the right way and did everything he needed to do. I think steroids very, very much play a very good role in as far as in working out when you up in that level.
Yeah.
My level, I didn't take it, steroids, but Eddie Cohn was a very good inspirational, motivational teacher to me. That's who trained me very, very much. Eddie Cohn, and Eddie Cohn was the strongest man in powerlifting.
Okay.
Eddie
I
Cohn.
think that's our second mention of Eddie Cohn.
Yeah.
Because Eddie Cohn was there when you was there.
Yeah, I do.
and
Used to be up in there
Reggie
hollering
Hamilton.
and screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on over
And
there?
you had to be quiet when Eddie Cohn lift. You had to be quiet. You had to, you couldn't walk past because, it would take his focus off his workout. And so I remember one time I messed up, and I was supposed to do 500 on the squat. And Eddie Cohn took my hand, and he slapped my hand real hard as a lesson to teach me that was wrong. That wasn't right. Should have got that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so Eddie Cohn, he's got these big claws, big hands. And he hit my hand, and it hurt it really bad. I was like, wow, that's the discipline I'm going to get. And so Eddie Cohn was a very inspirational guy. Max did really well with my work. That's my workout partner.
Okay.
Max, and he did really well as far as in training me and developing me. And I started Max off with working out. Okay. Just regular working out. And then he ended up being my partner.
Cool.
Yeah, so, but Eddie Cohn and Lee Haney and those are my inspirational, motivational.
Okay.
Guys.
Do you remember your first competition and like what you were feeling?
I remember my first competition, and it was the Illinois Mr. Chicago.
Okay.
And I got in that competition. I leaned out and lost the weight, and became adjusted to, champions make adjustments, not excuses. So
yes, sir.
I made adjustments, and I ended up winning the Chicago, the Mr. Chicago, and I ended up, going into the Ernest Leonard Bodybuilding Championship, and I won the overall championship, and then I ended up competing in the Illinois State and the Musclemania, and so I've competed over 38 bodybuilding championships.
Oh,
And can you just repeat that one more time for everybody out there?
I competed over 50
Champions.
bodybuilding championships, but I won 38 bodybuilding championships.
Amen.
And I went to nationals 3 times. I took 7th in Pittsburgh. I took fifth in Pittsburgh. And I took 3rd in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So Danae saw me last week. I had a hernia surgery, and that came from when I was doing lunges, getting ready for nationals in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
To take 1st and 2nd.
Uh-huh.
I was going to take 1st or 2nd.
Okay.
I had the 80 pounds. I was doing lunges, and I messed up my hip flexor. So I had a hernia. And I finally got the hernia surgery and did real well and went back to work.
He said he was back at work that same day.
Wow.
Or the next day or something crazy like that. Like, what?
Champions make adjustments,
Not excuses.
not excuses.
Write that down.
We need, yes, please
My
write
team,
that down.
y'all could. Champions? Are we champions or not?
Champions make adjustments, not
But you know,
excuses.
I'm different from the average working out person. I rehab myself. You know, through hip surgery, I rehab myself, and I squatted, 300 pounds. You know, after I rehab myself, so I went through rehab. Then I rehabbed myself. Then I had, that was
You
after
rehab your way.
exactly. I rehabbed my way, and I end up squatting 300 pounds again, and dedicated to the sport again, and committed to the sport again, and
Dedicated, committed, and obsessed.
exactly.
So
I'm
when
a different type of species.
Yes,
though.
sir. Yes, sir. So when was the last time you competed?
5 years ago.
Okay.
5 years ago, I competed in the nationals, and I tore my hip flexor.
Okay. So that was for 5 years.
Exactly.
Okay.
4 years ago.
And what would you say motivated you to open your own gym?
Well, I talked about willpower fitness for about 10 years.
Which is a great name, by the way. Like,
Yes, sir.
I talked about my gym. I talked about the willpower show for about 3 years. I talked about it. I brought it up. I conversated about it. I spoke it into existence. It says in the scripture in the Bible, it says, "Be not where you thought you were." And so call forth those things that be not as though they were. That's what it says in the Bible. And I call forth those things that be not as though they were. I would talk about my radio show for about 2 years straight. Man, I'm gonna have a great show. I'm gonna have all the people on the show. It's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait to get the Willpower Show. I'm gonna have, Rodney Harrison. I'm gonna have, all these guys on the Willpower Show. And then I got the Willpower Show. And I had Selena Johnson, Drew Sidor, and all these guys on the Willpower Show. And it turned out pretty well. I end up, being 11 years on the Willpower Show.
Okay.
So I thank the Willpower Show because it brought a lot of attention and brought out the spirituality in me as far as in the Willpower Show. So.
Gotcha. Understood.
so were you doing the show at the time when you opened the gym? Or was it, they intersected? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I was doing the show when at the time I opened the gym, and I opened the gym up.
And Michelle from Destiny's Child?
Yeah, Michelle from Destiny's Child. She came aboard, and Michelle was a really good intake. I met her through Selena Johnson, and Selena Johnson introduced me to Michelle Williams, and I trained her to gain weight.
Okay.
So she took a lot of cell tech and things in that aspect to gain weight, and she gained about 14 pounds.
Wow.
And she went on and she sung and did well. But Napoleon Harris and those guys, was a really great fit for me. I went by Napoleon's mom's house when he was in 8th grade and needed him on my wrestling team. And my wrestling team, under Quintroy Harrell, we took 16 state titles.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Harvey Twister's kid level wrestling program. And so I went by and I got Napoleon Harris. I needed him on my wrestling team as a heavyweight. And Napoleon, I told his mom, I said, this guy's going to be great. He's going to be awesome. Look out for this guy and watch this guy. And his mom, said, hey, you can have him. She brought him, Brenda brought him on my wrestling team. And he ended up playing football. And I trained him all the way through high school and college and pro. And he did really well.
Yeah, he's one of our legends.
Yeah, I'm training his son right now.
Okay. Where's his son going?
His son's going to a high school, a a private high school.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so,
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's doing real well. And Napoleon's on him real tough. His daughter plays tennis.
Okay.
At the tennis club, and she's doing real well.
Awesome.
Noah and his other son is playing football and wrestling.
Gotcha. Shout out to the Harris family.
Yeah, and Selena Johnson is a District 205 graduate too. I think she
Yes,
went to
Selena graduated from
Thornwood
Thornridge High School.
Wow. Did not know
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I give Thornridge a lot of I talk so bad on Thornridge. I did not know a legend like that came out of that school.
Yeah, yes, she did. She played basketball. I know that.
Yes, she played basketball. She was real good too.
Okay. Cool.
So you've worked with pros, college athletes, high school athletes. What is the trick to like connecting with everybody? Everybody got a wheel story.
Refer is the whole key. You go from one happy refer to the next happy refer. Danae, you might know somebody that's really good in sports and really good in basketball, and you turn them on to Will Franklin. Reggie, you might know somebody that's real good in basketball, and turn them on to Will Franklin. The Mustafa Farrakhan's and all the guys that play with Marcus. Marcus might know somebody that played real good in basketball, and he refer them to Will. So willpower is dedicated to helping people maintain their growth and their development and working out and get the fundamentals to working out and training and developing and take you on to high school and college and eventually you end up being a pro athlete.
Yes, sir. So
And I think the other interesting part is like you work with, and I'm not going like women, older women. I've seen you work with like my mother and just people that are not necessarily just the athletes, right?
Yeah.
Like that is super impressive too, because a very intimidating presence, I would say, but then being able to work with everybody and get the best out of everybody is like your strength. And I just, again, part of this is giving you your flowers because you're the man. You did
Well, you know
that.
what? It's very good as far as in, Janine graduated from Thornwood High School. She played basketball and she ran track and did really well in sports. And I trained her for 15 years or so. I mean, Cherie, Lauren Moore, and I mean, it's amazing how these girls went on and being successful. But I train a lot of housewives and people that's in sports, spiritual sport. It's really awesome, training and developing women.
yeah, my future wife, she gonna come to you.
That's it, Reggie.
Yeah.
Right.
So Mrs. Hamilton, don't think you
Look,
about to
he's
sit on the
speaking
couch all
those
day.
things.
Yeah, we gonna get you in there. So how do you balance, pushing athletes to their limit, but maintaining, their safety as well? Because I know you go hard.
Well, yeah, I go hard, and they say, "Will, stop yelling so much." But let me tell you something, man. Big time players make big time plays.
Yes, sir.
You're a big time player.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bring it out of you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. If you Danae and you come in here and you want to work out, then you're gonna work out.
Right. Yeah.
But if you're gonna Philly mouse around and fart around, then don't let the door hit you in the butt.
He kicked me out. He kicked me out before. Look, I couldn't drive. I'm calling. Can you come get me? Will told me I had to go. I wasn't ready today. I'm like, what? No, but I had to come back. Right? You got to step up after that. It's the challenge.
100%.
Yeah, you got to step up. So, I've sent over 100, and some kids to college on scholarships, and the Gary Brown. The Brooks, unbelievable how these guys develop and train and dedicated and committed. They show up every week.
Right.
They show up every week. Every week, these guys show up for 4-5 years. I've trained these guys since they was 12 years old. Jaden Banks, it's amazing how these guys show up and continue to show up. Jaden been coming ever since he was 6th grade.
Dang.
Now he's
Sixth grade.
playing at Central. He's playing at some college. He's playing at,
Oh, wow.
and he's doing real well.
Yeah.
He played at home with Flossmoor for 4 years,
Gotcha.
and Zion is wrestled on my wrestling team in the Harvey Twister's kid level wrestling program, and now he's at Michigan State.
Okay.
He trained for 5 years, 6 years, ever since he was in 6th grade with my program.
Right.
Martell Frazier. He's at Lincoln Way East. He's a freshman. He's been with me since 5th grade.
Shout out to Benicia. That's her son.
Benicia. Benicia, she played basketball here at Thornwood High
Hell
School.
of an
She trained with
athlete.
me.
I gotta start talking to these parents. Don't you go to Thornwood and start
Right.
sending your kids
Right,
to
right.
Lincoln Way
No,
East
you're right.
and stuff. You better bring them
You're
right
right.
back through these doors now. But
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. And but I trained a lot of Thornwood athletes.
okay.
T.C. Densler wrestled here at Thornwood, took second in state.
Okay.
Went on to Northern Illinois University. Terry Densler, Eugene Browning,
Okay.
Tahan Waller. All these guys came through this wrestling program. Travis Hammonds. These guys. He's now the head coach of. Him and Phil Rambert is the head coach of Harvey Twister's kid level wrestling program, and these guys did real well. But training these guys, showing them what to do, when to do, why to do, how to do,
Right.
how many reps to do, how many sets to do, how much weight to do, what machines to get on, how to diet. Your metabolism moves a lot quicker when you're eating correctly. So you need to know what to eat and how to eat, high in protein, low in carbs.
Yeah. We need to talk about that after the
Okay.
show. So.
No problem. No
So
problem.
I need some help there in that department lately. But when you look back, do you see like any of your connections at your time at Thornwood to everything that you accomplished in your life?
Yeah, I see some connections, with Thornwood. Thornwood brought a lot out of me, and I took it, to another level. When I went to college, I wrestled for half a year and went on and got in the Missile ISU bodybuilding championship, and I wanted to, make a difference in the lives of people, and so I competed, and I had to compete. You want to find a pace setter, you want to find a front runner, you want to find a person that leads and turn around and see who's following. Ain't nobody following you, you're not leading.
Yeah.
So I had to be an example.
These are gems. They
Yes,
is right.
for sure,
Okay,
for
like
sure.
if ain't nobody following you, who are you leading?
Who are you leading?
Nobody.
Where are you leading?
That's right. And if you're a personal trainer out there today, I think that you should compete. Compete and go on stage and get recognized and come and train and develop people, But you got to do it first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in doing it first. I don't believe in, being a trainer and, really not doing anything. Whatever you accomplish.
Right.
Whoever you train.
Yeah.
Whoever you made it to the big leagues. And so if you don't do it first, get on stage and compete, if this is your bucket list,
Right.
if it's on your bucket list, do it. Do what you dream about. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel you can make it happen, and accomplish, your goals and everything you want to achieve through doing it first.
Yes, sir.
And then lead, and that's what it's all about.
What advice would you give to current athletes about just discipline and commitment overall? Like you've dropped plenty of gems already, but
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you my story. I started out at Bally's. I was working at Bally's, and I went from Bally's to Quad's Gym.
Okay. That's a big jump, right? That's
yeah.
a huge difference.
Went from Bally's, took 32 people to Bally's to Quad's Gym. I took 32 people from
I can
Quad's Gym.
smell Quad's gym right now. When you say, I can just smell it. Like just the
Yeah, Quad's was a
vibes.
very, very home fitting place. And you came there, you felt at home.
Yeah.
And you got with Will Franklin, and I trained you. I'm talking about I trained you. I developed you. And you went on that basketball court, and you stepped it up one more notch. And that's what it's all about. You know, you went on that football field, and you stepped it up one more notch. You went on that wrestling mat, you stepped it up one more notch. Because you heard the voice of Will Franklin in the back saying, hey, you can do it. You got what it takes. You know, you're not a pigeon. You're an eagle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's one of my favorites growing up. The pigeons and the eagles. Yes, sir.
Well, you're a pigeon. Which one is it going to be?
For real.
What would you say, like, the state of high school sports is currently? Do you like what you see, basically?
Well, I think the kids have got a lot soft these days.
Oh, man. You hit it right
He
on
said
the
it.
nail. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
And they don't have the discipline and dedication and the commitment that they need in order to win. If I went to high school all over again, and I started all over again, I would be more dedicated, more determined, more disciplined, more committed to the sport because I know what it does for me.
Yeah.
You know, now.
Right.
I know what it would do for me in the future. So I don't think the kids today understand true value in the coaches and the dedication that the coaches have for these kids today are very informative. And I think the kids need to be a little bit more committed and dedicated and disciplined, you know, where their parents drop them off.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like we went wrong in that direction as far as high school sports?
Well, I think the parents is the problem.
Yeah. That's
I think
where
the
it
parents
starts.
not being leaders, not being dedicated, not being committed to their kids, you know, and their kids it rub off on their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because I could go home and complain about all I wanted. You going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going back.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah. And
You're going back.
That wasn't even a discussion.
And
I'm not sure. I think kids are getting the easy way out a lot now. Like
Yeah.
nobody is really pushing them to like, you don't want to do it? Okay, cool.
Right.
And
Right.
that's just not really
And, you know,
gonna
and-
get them over the hump.
At all.
And it's important that to kids want leaders.
Yeah.
They don't want people that, you know, that tell them exactly what to do and don't lead. You know, kids are dreamers, and dreamers are people that are dedicated and committed. And these kids today, they don't care how much you know until they see how much you care.
Yes, sir.
You know, and so the parents, they don't love and care about the kids like they used to. My mom made me make up my bed before I left the house.
Yeah.
I ate breakfast before I left the house. This is early in the morning.
Right. Right.
I ate dinner when I got home. You know, I was in it before the sun went down.
Yeah.
I was in the house.
Right.
So these days, kids just do what they want to do.
Yep.
They come in late. They go to bed late. I took a bath
Yeah.
every night.
Every night.
Every night. I took a bath. I went to sleep. My mom made me go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
You know, and you know, so these kids today, man, you know,
They
stay
get a
up.
lot more choices
Yeah.
Yeah.
than we ever did.
100%. I agree. Now, like you would have, because I know how it is to work out. I know you're tough and, you know, you want to push people. Now you'll have a parent calling you like, hey, I think we pushing John a little bit too hard. And you're just like, what are we talking about?
Right.
Like, you want this kid to accomplish
he
so
here?
many great things, and he's willing to put in so bare minimum, and the parents are backing that, and that's one of the things that I can't stand by. Like being a coach now, I'm disgusted with that.
Yeah.
And you can't blame the kids because they're gonna do what you allow them to
Yep.
do, right? And if they get a little inch, they're gonna kick that door open.
Yep,
So,
wide open.
Well, I have an old saying: tough times never last. Tough people do.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be tough on the kids starting out. You know, it's gonna be tough. You know, and you're gonna walk this walk, and it's gonna be tough. But it's only temporary.
Right.
It's not gonna last.
Right.
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. The harder you work, the easier it gets.
Yes, sir.
So you got to endure the tough times, man.
Yeah.
And I don't care about your money. I don't care about nothing.
Right.
Only thing I care about is you winning.
Yeah.
So if we got to be there 2 hours, then hey, we're gonna be there 2 hours till you win.
Yeah.
2 hours a day, that's tops, and you're gonna work out one body part per day.
You know what I'm thinking about? Remember you used to have me jumping over that stool?
Yeah.
I almost bust my stuff so many times trying to do that, but you would not let me quit.
I wouldn't let you quit.
That is just
You got onto it though.
you figure it out after a while. And I think it helped me. I know it helped me transition into college level weightlifting much better than my teammates did. Like I'm a freshman being able to lift with the older kids because a lot of Thornwood probably set us up through the weight room and conditioning and all of that because we did have to train in that way. But for a lot of people getting to college, that might be their first time touching weights.
Right.
Right. And not only did I have that here, I had it through you.
Yeah.
And so it just prepared me in a much better way than my peers.
It set you apart from everybody that you went to school with for the most part.
Yeah, I train you guys really tough, and I don't regret that.
Right.
Because I'm a tough dude.
Yes, sir.
But at the same time, you got to get to where you're trying to go, and to do that, you got to do the tough things. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. The harder you work, the easier it gets. And I knew that you working hard and discipline, you guys are you're gonna achieve what you need to achieve.
Yeah.
So when you got to high school,
that was easy.
it was easy.
Yeah.
When you got to college, it was easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I don't regret anything that I've done. I don't hold no regrets. I'm a leader, and leadership reflects attitude. And I had to bring out the attitude in me, give it to you,
Yes, sir.
and you transferred the attitude on the basketball court. And Danae, she was doing those hops. Hey, she was doing them hops.
Yeah.
And hey, she failed a couple times, but hey, she caught on to it.
All right.
And she ain't failed no more.
Right. Right.
No, you're right.
But that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
And you're taking it to the next level.
Now, I always wondered this, when I was younger growing up, was a huge participant in the Danye Witcher camp. Rest in peace to Danye Witcher. Did you have the time to train him? Because I never understood that age gap between you and Danye. I think he was younger than you, so he came to Thornwood after you. Did you have that opportunity to train Danye?
I didn't have the opportunity to train Danye, but I inspired him a whole lot. I used to give the eagle and the pigeon speech back then. Early in the morning, I used to wake up, man. Them guys be crack of dawn, man. They'd be like, "It's 8 o'clock, man. How you this hype? How you this hype?" I was hyped.
Right.
I was hyped. I was out early in the morning, and so I used to give the eagle and the pigeon speech, and guys used to come in late. I put them on the wall, make them do push-ups, come in late.
Yeah.
But that was a discipline that they needed. But the Danye camp, he played Rodney Harrison for money.
Gotcha.
Danye did.
Uh-huh.
And wow,
Yeah.
that was a serious game.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah. But I'm not going to tell you who won.
Okay.
But they played for money. And Danye's dad and Rodney was they was dedicated to this sport. And so the best man won.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that,
So-
huge names too. Rodney Harrison and Danye.
I trained Rodney for about 20 years.
Yeah. NFL. Is he a Hall of Famer?
He's a Hall of Famer. And well, actually, he's a Hall of Famer for the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
He didn't make Hall of Fame yet. But,
Yeah. It's coming.
it's
It's coming.
Yeah, and he did real good, and I wish him success and wish him, that he come out on top.
Yes, sir. He will. I think he's doing broadcasting now for the NFL.
Yeah.
I've seen him on the.
He's doing broadcasting.
Yeah.
Trained for 20 years, and he's doing broadcasting for NBC Channel 5, and I think this is last year.
Gotcha.
But he's doing real good.
Lots of legacy. So what do you want people, when people say, Will Franklin trained me, what do you want that to mean? What does that mean to you?
Well, basically to take it to the next level, man.
Yeah.
Don't milly mouse around with this deal. I mean, if Will Franklin trained you, then act like it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Show your concern, show your dedication, show your commitment, show your discipline to the sport that you're in. Going on and take the legacy on. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any regrets as far as in the people that I train.
Right.
I develop. I want you to be successful.
Yes, sir.
I want you to win, and that's why I trained you. So, go ahead on and do your will and be successful and Will Franklin is going to go on.
Yes, sir.
Will Power is going to be successful. It's going to be, succeed and I've succeeded this far.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to be successful. I'm going to succeed. So, but I wish a lot of people success and blessings and go on and do well.
Yeah.
With your life.
Okay. Okay. So when we come to the end of our show, we want to get a little fun. Want to have some fun.
Okay.
All right. So.
This is inspired by some photos.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we gonna get started with kiss, marry, kill. Right.
So you got 3 categories.
Three categories.
You're going to kiss one, you're going to marry one, you're going to kill one.
Okay. All right. We got the Jerry curl. We got the fade. Or we got the box cut. Kiss, marry, kill.
Which one do you want to eliminate?
Say it again.
The Jerry curl, the fade, or the box cut.
Like the Gumby.
Oh, the box cut.
The box cut.
You got to get rid of that? Okay. Which one are you going to marry? The Jerry curl or the fade?
The Jerry curl.
The Jerry curl.
We all had a Jerry curl, y'all.
I had a Jerry curl.
Okay.
What was your favorite hype song before a big match or a football game?
50 Cent.
50
Okay,
Cent?
okay.
Okay. What ladies were getting attention from Will in high school? What was your taste? What was your type back in the day?
Thelma Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah. She was my lady back in high school.
Aw.
And that was basically it.
Okay.
Okay. One woman man right
That's
there.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Who do you consider the bigger rival, or who do you have more of a hate for? Thornton or Thorn Ridge? Be careful, you thinking hard.
Thorn.
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 Yeah.
Why?
Because I had Ed Cohen over there. I had Greg Richardson over there. And those guys, at Thorn Ridge, I had Jeffrey Nolan and, Oliver, all those guys over there, Jackson, Emmanuel Jackson. I had, Troy Richardson, at Thorn Ridge. But I had a lot of guys at Thorn that I played with in grammar school.
Gotcha.
And so I ended up going against those guys.
Yeah.
One another.
Mutual. I don't care for
either.
Thorn neither.
Oh.
Exactly.
Said it. No,
Exactly.
No, Thorn, they can pull something out of you.
Yeah. So what's the best hangout spot after a big game or match during the Thornwood days? Where would y'all go?
Where was you kicking it?
Home.
Home?
Yeah, Mama said you gotta
my
come home.
mama, she would make me come home.
Uh-huh.
And we wouldn't kick it.
Right.
That's just the way it was back then, 1980. Moms was very disciplined, very dedicated to to the kids, and so, you know, we would go home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, last one. What fashion trend do you look back on and you like, what was I wearing? What was I doing?
Well, I had the big bottoms at
Like the hammer pants?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, you got to find us a picture. Please send us a picture.
Yeah,
That's
and
hilarious.
I would wear the tight shirts,
Uh-huh.
you know. When I was,
With the hammer pants.
exactly.
You know what's funny? The hammer pants is coming
They
back.
are back. 'Cause
and
I love
They
a
coming
wide
back?
leg pant.
yeah, they coming back. They coming back. They are back though.
At this
Everything
point-
back in the day is coming back full circle.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get you another pair of some
Yeah,
hammer
we're gonna
pants.
find you some hammer pants.
Yeah.
The 2025 version.
Well, you know, I want to say one thing, you know, to working out.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, let me be clear on this. It's important that these guys understand the proper way to start out working out.
Yes, sir.
You don't start people off the same way.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's different,
Yeah.
you know. And so with your diet, it's important that you go high protein, low carbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's important, all right? You know, oatmeal in the morning. If you don't have oatmeal, you have an egg white omelet.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important, you know, with spinach, asparagus, or chicken breast in it, or salmon in it, you know, things like that. Raisin Brands, you can have that with you. Before you work out, you need some carbs
Okay.
to give you energy.
Yeah, all this fasted cardio. You see people.
Exactly.
heard
You
of
need some
fasted
carbs.
cardio? Mhm.
All right, and you know, for lunch, you have romaine salad versus iceberg salad. You know, that's very important. You know, there's green leafy vegetables in it. The spinach, the asparagus, the string beans. You know, that's in the romaine serving.
Okay.
With green peppers and red peppers and, you know, egg white. Take the yellow, get rid of yellow, and then cut the egg whites up and eat the eggs in the salad.
Okay.
All right, with the onions and the cucumbers.
Okay.
And you know, that's a really good meal for lunch. All right, then you have the dinner, the chicken breast and the salmon and the sea bass and the red snapper, and you know, then with that you're gonna have green leafy vegetables with spinach, asparagus, string beans, broccoli, you know, stuff like that. That's very important. You drink 2 glasses of water with each meal.
Okay.
All right. Now you're ready to. Your diet is okay. All right. Then you have the workout. You want to work out the right way. It's very important. Everybody's not the same. You know, fat ladies, skinny ladies, big ladies, small ladies. You know, it's different. Okay. But it's important that you start to work out people on plyometrics, getting in shape. You know, getting conditioned, bring the blood circulation down, unclog the arteries, build up their endurance, build up their drive, build up their stamina. And that's more plyometric treadmills, ellipticals, aerobics, boxing, you know, things like that, jumping rope, you know, things like that. That's very important for about 2 weeks. Plyometrics, you know, stomach work, thigh work, obliques, inner thigh, outer thigh, speed work, quick work. You know, remember you used to run on the pads? Okay. Well, that's cardiovascular workout.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then you got the lateral movements, plyometrics, which is, you know, more maybe 30 reps,
Okay.
you know, and things like that. So it's very important to know what to do, when to do, why to do, how to do,
Okay.
how many reps to do, how many sets to do, how much weight to do, what machines to get on, how to diet. You know, those are very important when you're starting out working out. Then you move towards the weight training,
Yes, sir.
you know.
Can't just jump in there on them weights.
You
right
can't
away.
just jump in on the weights.
Yeah.
And most people, they jump in on the weights. They do heavy weight, and, you know, and before you know it, their body's all messed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just want to share that with you because I think that's very important as far as in conditioning and weight training and developing and getting started.
Right. Right. So how would people be able to reach out to you to get more of this information or start getting in the gym?
You can call me at 708-913-7308. That's 708-913-7308. And you can reach me at 290 West Wood Drive. That's in Park Forest.
Okay.
That's at the tennis club right across the street from Ritchie's High School. And I'm there, most of the time.
Okay.
Okay, but you call me at 708-913-7308 and touch base with me. I'm always around. I'm not invisible.
Yes,
you
sir.
can reach me and touch down with me and talk to me, and it's no problem.
Yes, sir. Got you.
The man is a legend.
It is.
So get in touch with him. If you're looking to get your children to the next level, Will is the guy that can do it for you. If you're looking to push yourself to the next level, I think we both are. We totally benefited off of the relationship and having that time with you. And again, we just want to say thank you. Glad that you came back here to Thornwood to do the show with us. We just honoring our legends. And you are for sure one of them. I don't think we talk enough about the wrestling program and how strong they were.
Yeah.
Just over the years. And this is one of the
We had
pioneers.
a good wrestling program.
Yeah.
For the years and years that Gerald Hubbard put into this sport and put into this program, let me just tell you, Frank Palmer was a really good principal. And he hired Gerald Hubbard to be our wrestling coach. Don Evans was the coach before him.
Okay.
And he was really good. He was really good. But Gerald Hubbard played a very important role as far as in disciplining us and dedicating us and committing us to the sport. And we went on to college, and all of us, Robbie Ratliff wrestled in the Army, Phil Rambert wrestled at Northern Illinois University, Mike Ford wrestled at Minnesota University.
Okay.
So, and they went on and did real well. So I'm very happy. I wrestled at Illinois State. Greg Neal wrestled at Illinois State. What's his name? Mike Cochran.
Okay.
Wrestled at Illinois State. So they did real well, and I'm very proud of the wrestling program and what we had here at Thornwood High School and Thornwood. Go Thornwood.
Yes, sir.
go gold and blue. You guys are unbelievable, and I really am proud of what you're doing, and keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Will Franklin.
Thank you, Don Holmes. You're the best, man.
Yep. Shout out to Principal Don Holmes. That's my guy. That's my guy. But again, thank y'all for joining us for another episode For the T-Birds podcast. Again, my lovely host, Ms. Danae Russell, myself, Reggie Hamilton. Again, the legend, Will the Motivator, Franklin, or Uncle
The Eagle.
Thank you, Reggie, and thank you, Danae.
Thank you.
For having me on your show.
Yeah, appreciate you. To all the T-Birds out there, make it a great day or not.
Choice is yours.
All right.